As we continue to carry into our final days of May, as May will run through Friday, we're going to have a little bit of a roller coaster pattern to track. Now, we aren't looking at high impacts, but there will be some changes. Now, the pleasant sunshine from our Monday gets carried over into our Tuesday with temperatures even 5 to 10 degrees warmer than our Monday. Now, the warmth will continue to build through Wednesday, but what we will be watching for Wednesday is the potential for a few stronger thunderstorms. Even a severe potential does fall across portions of Wyoming, which we'll dive into here in just a few minutes. Following that thunder risk, though, temperatures will start to pull back a bit, getting back down to those lower 70s, but we're expected this next 7 days to keep temperatures above normal. So that's some good news after seeing that cool and wet pattern we had last week. But there will be some thundery activity that does linger through Friday that we also will need to continue to monitor. But here for our Tuesday, a gorgeous start to the week, especially if you had that nice long weekend to enjoy. There is going to be a beautiful start. We have sunshine in store, 40s to start the day. Light winds will usher those temperatures into at least those mid 70s. Looking at a forecasted high for Casper, we're heading to those upper 70s, which is again there about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than what's normal and a bit warmer than we were yesterday, as we were just heading there into those upper 60s, striving for those 70s. And now our Tuesday here is going to try to get into those upper 70s. So the weekend was showing that transition. Now here into that Wednesday forecast, we're going to start to talk about some changes, and we can see a few little rumbles for our far portion of the state. So isolated convection there to mention, but for the most part, much of the Cowboy State here staying quiet. Little bit of some wave energy for Laramie and Cheyenne, but outside of that, again, quiet skies there, blue skies, high temperatures, upper 70s to those 80s. So again, very similar to our Monday, but our Monday really started to make that improvement versus those Sunday temperatures that were still holding into those 60s. Now, 80s even there possible for some of our basin areas, where 80s will be more likely here is the Wednesday forecast, where not only do we head into the 80s, but some spots heading into those mid 80s. But with that warmth building in, we are going to note that a system is going to pass on by, and that is bringing a thunder risk to the state. Now, what we're seeing is that storms are going to fire up, and they're going to have a very strong straight west to east orientation. So as those storms are going to look to develop just along really just along the east of the divide, and as they push across I-25, they'll work into those plains, and that's where those storms can pick up speed and have the potential to fuel up some larger hail. Some of those blustery winds with some quick storm development will be possible, and with or without thunderstorms, there will be some gusty winds. We'll note that switch of that southerly wind, though, to that northwesterly wind there Thursday. That's what's going to usher those temperatures to pull out of those 80s. Still seasonal with those slight chances for some rumbles of thunder Thursday and Friday, but then as we work out of that thunder risk, note that we're right back to some warming sunshine that will take us into the month of June.